Hey guys, Jordan here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to price your social media marketing service. But first things first, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Let's get started with this video. So how do you price your social media marketing service? Now let's kickstart this with a question that comes up in my inbox all the time, absolutely hate it. It's, hey Jordan, what are your package prices? Now if you are one of those guys or ladies who are promoting packages for your business, I advise you to stop, because in my opinion you are doing it all wrong. It's impersonal, it shows complete lack of care, and quite frankly I think it's quite unprofessional in our industry as well, and I'll explain that now. If you were to walk into a doctor's surgery, and God forbid you had something wrong with you, you had some kind of illness, and you walked into there, and the minute you meet that doctor, before he even finds out what is wrong with you, he says, take these pills, take this, take this, take this, you want this in the morning, this at 9 AM, have all this, it will make you feel better. How would you feel? How would you feel? Think about your thought process of being chucked medication without even being diagnosed. Okay, maybe you feel like this is a complete lack of care, you feel like that person doesn't care about you. Well, that's how businesses feel when you approach them with a list of packages. Okay, you're not even finding out what is wrong with their business, you're not even diagnosing them before you are offering them services. You are offering them a list of services that you can offer, gold, silver, bronze, however you are labeling it. It is unprofessional, it shows a lack of care, it's impersonal. Just don't do it. There is a much better way for you to price your service. Social media marketing service should be value-based. It's a value-based price. Now, what do I mean by value-based pricing? I'm talking about the amount of money you can make for that business. Pricing your services based on how much value you can bring to that business. I don't know how easy I can explain that. And generally speaking, the absolute minimum that I will work with a Facebook advert client, so a full kind of work social media marketing client, is £1,000 a month. That's a minimum I would go for. But really, I mean, now I'm aiming for clients who are £5,000 a month plus. Okay, so I'm going for high ticket clients. But you want it to be somewhere between £1,000 and £5,000 a month clients if you're going for like mid to high end businesses. Now people say all the time, how do you get away with charging £1,000 a month? Why would businesses pay that? Why would a restaurant in my city pay me £1,000 a month for my service? It's ludicrous. It's too much money. People say that, and that's what holds people, a lot of people who are starting out in social media marketing, that's what holds them back from actually taking action, because they don't believe that they are worth the price that they are demanding. So I want to do a bit of maths for you guys, just to put this into context and how much money you can make these businesses, so you can realise that these service charges that you're demanding, £1,000 a month is the minimum you want to be going for. Bear in mind, that isn't a lot of money to this business. You're going to be making them an awful lot more than that. So let me see if I've got a calculator around. Okay, we'll use my phone. So let's just use my phone. And let's just say that we're working with, I don't know, a mid-range restaurant in our local area, okay, and let's say we've had a shit month with them this month. We haven't had the best of months, and we get them 100 bookings. Or no, let's make it worse than that. Let's say we got them 50 bookings through Facebook, so off the back of offers and driving traffic to their booking page, or however you're running your adverts for them. Let's just say you get 50 bookings for argument's sake that month. Now, out of those 50 bookings, the average table size across the world in restaurants is 3 people in a restaurant on a table. It can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 15, it can be even 1, but the average is around 3. So let's times that 50 by 3. So that's 150 people that we will be bringing to that restaurant that month. Now, let's say that restaurant has an average spend per head of £20 or $20, okay? So £15 a main meal and then like £5 for the drink. That's pretty bog standard. That's not high end in the UK at all, or the US for that matter. So let's times that 150 by 20. So I got distracted there. That's £3,000 or $3,000 that you'll be making for that business in that month. Okay. Now take away their profit margins, whatever. They are already in profit on this month. You've had a crappy month for them, but you have already made money for them. They're already in profit. But it doesn't stop there. Okay. It doesn't stop there at all, because let's just say out of those 150 people, 10% of them become true fans of that business. They have such an amazing time that they love that restaurant, and that's one of their new favourite restaurants, okay? And that's very likely if this restaurant, if you're doing your prospecting right and the businesses that you're working with provide a high quality product, they are a great restaurant with good reviews and everybody loves their food, and that's what you want to be doing in prospecting. You want to be looking out for high quality businesses, then 10% is the minimum you're going to be looking at for conversion. So let's just say 10% of people enjoy that restaurant so much, they enjoy that meal that they become true fans. That's 15 people, 15 true fans that we have just obtained. Now, out of those 15 people, how many times are they going to revisit that business in that year? Well, I, for one, I eat out 4 or 5 times a week. I'm a bit of an exception. I'm an absolute foodie. I love eating out, and I eat out at my favourite restaurants probably 20, 30 times a year. But let's just say that these people, these 15 people, are eating at that restaurant 10 times in a year. Because people who eat out, they generally eat out quite a lot unless it's a special occasion. So 15 times by 10, that's another 150 visits. Okay, that's 150 visits. Times that by the average table size of 3. That's 450. Sorry, I don't know if you can see this. I'm just waving my phone around. That's 450 people that'll be coming to that business off the back of the true fans. Times that by 20, which is the average spend per head, that's £9,000 or $9,000 that you will have made that business from just those 50 people that you got booked from Facebook. Plus the £3,000 that we made off the 150 already, that's £12,000. Can't get my words out today. That's £12,000 or $12,000 that you would have made that business from a shit month. Okay, from a crappy month of getting 50 bookings from Facebook. Now let's just put this into a large scale here. Now this is not typical at all. These results aren't typical at all. I've mentioned this in previous videos before. You can go look through my channel. One of my restaurants in February this year, I got 1,300 first-time customers for them through Facebook advertisement. So let's just say divided by 3, that's 433 bookings that I got for them. So 1,300 people times by 20, the average spend per head, and that month alone they made £26,000 from me. Now out of those 1,300 people, let's do the same maths. 10% of them become true fans. That's 130 people. Okay, times that by 3, which is the average table size, okay? Times that by 10, which is the amount of times that they're coming over a year, so they're coming to us 10 times in that year. That's 3,900 visits. Times that by 20, that is £78,000 or dollars that I made for that business, potentially in that 1 month. Now, do you really think that this restaurant, who actually pays me £2,000 a month, do you really think that they are worried about that £2,000 a month service charge? Of course they're not, and that's not a typical month. That was the best month I've had with them ever, but on average I'm getting them around 600 people in their restaurant every single month, so about 200 bookings every single month from Facebook adverts. So I just wanted to lay that out for you and put that into context for you so you can see how much money you can make these businesses, and that's just for restaurants. I get fantastic results for gyms and every single business that I work with, and all you've got to do is work out the lifetime value of these customers and the lifetime value of that specific business, whatever industry that they are in. So for instance, with gyms, let's say you are running a 3-week trial 1 week, and you have, I don't know, let's say you have 100 people redeem that 3-week trial. Let's say half of them turn up, that's 50 people, and let's say after that 3-week trial 10% of them convert. Or that's probably a bit mean. Let's say that 50% of them convert, so 25 people actually turn into paying customers, times by £25, the average gym membership. So 25 times by 25, that's £625. But on average, people stay at a gym for 3 months globally. Across the world, people stay on average for 3 months. People drop out. Some people may stay for 3 years. That's £1,875 you have made for that gym. And that's just off one offer that probably cost you about £50 on advert spend that you ran for 1 week. So I'm just trying to lay it out for you guys, for you to understand how much money you can make for these businesses, and that you really, really need to reassess in your mind how much value you can bring to them, and how valuable you are as a service provider and how powerful Facebook advertisement and all social media marketing can be, and then you'll become comfortable with your pricing, you'll be confident with it, and you can go sell the shit out of it and approach companies and sign up clients like this, because I don't even question my service charge. I don't even question it. In fact, I had a dentist client once, and I told this story before. I had a dentist client once who told me that their dental implants cost £30,000. Now, I quoted this dentist £1,500, and they told me that was too much money. Down to my own fault, I didn't convey enough value in the meeting, but I laughed at them and I said, you've just told me that your dental implants are £30,000. If I just got one customer for you, that's like your year's supply of service charges, plus all of the other services, teeth whitening, teeth cleaning that they provide as well. And it's just bananas that people doubt their service charge and they doubt their pricing. And yeah, that's it, guys. I'm rambling on. Realise your value, realise your self-worth. I've said this so many times on my channel. Provide value-based pricing. Just to recap, do not offer packages. It's unprofessional, it's impersonal, and it's a one-way ticket to the failure of your business. That's the end of this video, guys. I'll be back again on Friday this week. I've got a really hectic week with meetings. I'm signing up a new client tomorrow. I've got a Kickstart meeting, which is really exciting, with a surgeon down in London. So happy days. That's the end of this one, guys. I'll be back again on Friday. If you liked it, please do subscribe and turn that notification bell on. See you then.